So it looks like I got YouTube sorted out. Maybe we'll see. One moment. I just need to go into my apps and make sure. Okay, YouTube looks to be working. All right, let me look at Insta. Hit go live here. Okay, and then we got to go to Facebook and go live. Okay, all right, so I'm now gonna take the full screen out of that and come back here and go big the way I like it. Okay, all right, thank you for your patience there. Um, oh, I forgot to turn my ears on. Oh well. All right, so we are starting Christmas in July. Bear with me, there's a lag, and for some reason I don't usually hear it, but I'm hearing it today. Okay, let me. It's Facebook. Hold on. Okay, I'm just going to live with it because I'm afraid if I mute it, then the audio won't come through on the live. So I will just have to hear myself. Sorry about that. Oh, but stopping it and starting it seems to have fixed it. So, oh, there it is. Okay, we have some Halloween news. We have some holiday dates for Disneyland. All right, so let's talk holiday treats in Walt Disney World. So we have, and I'm just going to talk about a couple of these because I know I do this every week and we all end up hungry by the end of the live, and that is not on my bucket list for today. So I have two for you today. There is a Hades cake pop, which has Mexican hot chocolate cake with popping candies. It is dipped in chocolate with blue marshmallow fire, and it is only available during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So if you want to go and you want to book that, let's get that trip planned because those dates sell out. Okay, our next one, and I think this is really cool. There's a hot hat, not hot, hat box ghost cake pop. Um, has chocolate crumbs layered with chocolate mousse and dulce de leche, topped with blue crispy pearls and a chocolate piece. There's also um, there's a tart for the Queen of Hearts, and I'm trying to think what else I saw that was really cute. And there's a like a cookie sandwich, I guess, that's done like one of the Toy Story characters. I think either Woody or Jesse, but I'm not sure which one. I think Woody, but I'm not positive. The other piece of news we got from Disney is the dates for Christmas at Disneyland Resort. We haven't heard much about what's going to happen there, but we do know that it's going to start on November 13th and it's going to end on January 6th. And I kind of like the fact that their dates are a little different because that way, if you want to do Christmas in both parks, especially if you're in the middle of the country and you're kind of equidistant, your dates are different, so that gives you a little flexibility in your plan, which is kind of cool. As the ears say, we are creeping up on Christmas. I know it's July. I know it's hot as Hades. It might be really wet where you are. It might be, there's still some wildfire smoke around. But no matter what kind of summer weather you're having, most people start planning their trips 6 months out. So if you want to go for Christmas, which is one of the busiest seasons, things book up early, the parties sell out early. Let's get together and start planning that because I don't want you to miss out on anything. If you want to do something more local, if you have a Gaylord National near you, I know there's one in Texas, there's one in outside of DC in National Harbor. I think there's one in Nashville or somewhere in Tennessee, and I forget where the fourth one is. They do ice every year, and ice, if you have not gone, is really cool. They literally take a story like I've seen Frosty the Snowman, I've seen The Night Before Christmas, I've seen Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and they make whole scenes out of ice. And I know that sounds like one thing, but when you see it, it's like you're walking through life-size sculptures out of ice. Um, in Santa Claus is Coming to Town, they had a clear ice tunnel, and all through the tunnel, they had quotes from the story done in ice that were stuck to the wall as if they were pictures. Um, they had the train from Santa Claus is Coming to Town. They have a life-size Frosty in Frosty the Snowman. We've also done Christmas in the City, and they do it as if they have a taxi cab that you can sit in that's all made of ice. And then every year at the end, they have a clear ice nativity scene. They also have ice slides for those of you that want to do ice slides. So it's a really cool thing. You can go and make a weekend of it. Usually, they also have a couple other things like gingerbread house decorating and some other things depending on the location. But if you're looking for something closer to home that might fit your holiday plans a little better, that's something you could look into. And your local theme parks and destinations probably also have a holiday version. For me, that's Hershey Park, and they do holidays at Hershey. And they have a limited selection of rides, and they have hot chocolate. And the last time I went, they had a petting zoo with real reindeers. So that's all kinds of cool holiday stuff you can do too. Um, you want to cruise? There's a deal currently on Disney Cruises. I'm not sure that it would fit your week for your holiday, but we can certainly look into it. Um, I have a family going in January as a big holiday present. So if you want to get on that bandwagon, there is room for you. Just look me up and we will get it booked. Um, don't forget Universal. Universal has so much cool stuff for Christmas. They have the Minions. They have floats and balloons from the Macy's Day Parade that go to Florida afterward. Um, the Grinch. Seuss Landing is all decorated. You can do breakfast with the Grinch. You can meet Max. There is Holidays in Hogsmeade where they do all the holiday projections on the Hogwarts Castle. I'm not sure what they're going to do in Epic this year. It'll be the second Christmas for Epic, so we'll see what kind of Christmas stuff Epic gets. It wasn't a lot last year, but I think that was because the park was really, new then. So there are beautiful trees everywhere. Don't forget you have Earl the Squirrel, who is kind of like Universal's local celebrity for the holidays. Um, and if you're thinking travel during the holidays, let me tell you, weather can change. I've been to Disney where it's been temperate at Christmas. I've been where it's been warm, and I've been more times than not the last couple years where it's been cold. And we have one of those, like we have the heat dome recently. Well, we've had the polar vortex. So I would suggest if you're traveling for the holidays, make sure you have some extras in your bag. If you're going somewhere where you think you're only going to need shorts, take a pair of jeans and a long sleeve shirt. If you're going somewhere that you think it's going to be cold, take a short sleeve shirt and a cardigan so that you can layer if you need to. Um, it's always good to have an extra something. It's also, if you've got the room, it's not a bad idea to throw in a warmer pair of socks and maybe a lightweight pair of gloves or a scarf or earmuffs. You'd be surprised in the Disney parks. You can tell when it gets cold because the hats and the scarves and the gloves come out by the registers, and you can see the people that didn't plan ahead because of, you keep seeing the same six or eight sweatshirts on all the adults and the same stuff on the kids. So let's start planning that Christmas trip, that winter trip if you want to take it. Um, Anything from, Thanksgiving through the end of January, this is probably when you want to book it. It's not too early to start thinking about spring break. I know it's a little ways off, granted, I'm going to give you that. But if you've got a big group you're trying to get together, or you've got kids with conflicting school schedules, maybe you're waiting for the dates for spring break to be released when school starts again. But it's not too early to start talking about where you want to go. You don't have to have your dates yet, but why not pick your destination and figure out what kind of hotel you need and all that kind of stuff so that when those dates come out in a month or so, when school starts back up, I can't believe we're saying that already, um, you'll be ready. So reach out to me if you have questions, comments, concerns. You can comment on this live. You can message me. My quote link is in some of my stories. So please get in touch if I can help you with any kind of trip at all. I love holiday magic. I love graduation magic. I love, oh my gosh, let's get engaged magic. I love any kind of magic. So if you have magic coming up in your life that you want to create, I would love to help you. Just reach out and let me know how I can help. Okay, we made it to Friday, so I want everybody to roll into the weekend in a good space. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next Friday at 4. Bye.